What is going on, guys? My name is Connor. Welcome back to Real Talk Racing, and today I am going to do something I haven't really done in a while. I'm basically going to do a diecast review of all of the next-gen diecast I picked up when I was at Atlanta. So I got 9 cars here. I have 3 Chevrolets, I believe 4 Fords and 2 Toyotas. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I have 9 cars here in total, and these things are pretty expensive. I got all these at Atlanta early on in the day. Do go and check out my vlog from Atlanta if you haven't already. You can see me buying all these and finding them. But these things are pretty expensive. They're like $12 each. I spent way too much money than I probably should have. So basically, I got every single car there except for 3 of them. I did not pick up the Harrison Burton 164. I did not pick up the Kevin Harvick Hunt Brothers car because I already have his Busch Beer car here. And I did not pick up the Kyle Busch number 18 because I want to wait a little bit on that car, see if they release the Interstate Batteries car instead, because I'd rather pick that up instead of, having to spend money on a ton of diecast like I did before. I plan on really just buying 1, maybe 2 diecast for a driver this year. Like, for example, I'll probably get 2 for William Byron because he's my favorite driver. But besides that, I really only plan on getting 1 car per driver just so I have to spend less money. So that's why I did not pick up the 18, because he's not going to be driving that next year. And if I get like the Interstate Batteries car, I can reuse that for the upcoming season. So anyways, here are the 9 cars I picked up from Atlanta. And let's get right into the review. Alright, so we're going to start off with the Chevrolet drivers first. And here we go. From Hendrick Motorsports, we have Kyle Larson's number 5, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. And I did not pick up the 2021 Gen 6 version of this car, so here's this one. I only have the National Guard, or Nation's Guard, I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, the black and green car that he ran from last year. And this was the first of the next-gen cars I bought, and this thing is really nice. Again, I'm not really too keen on the number placement or anything that is on, these cars for this season, but I don't know, this car looks great, but this side of it just looks kind of bad. Like, the HendrickCars.com, like, there's so much, like, open space, and it just looks way too long. I mean, it really just does not fit this paint scheme well. But I do really like the blue on this car. It pops out a lot, and the feeling of these new cars, it's like, they feel a lot heavier, a lot sturdier. They just feel like a lot nicer, a lot more, I guess, expensive, if you want to put it that way. I mean, they are pretty expensive. They're $12 each. But this car does look great. So zoom in a little bit more. See, on the hood, you have HendrickCars.com right there. And they have the little, I don't know what those things are called on the hood. They have those little holes in the hood for airflow. So you have those kind of decals on there, HendrickCars.com. And apparently these cars, I've heard, and from what I've seen, have a lot less errors than, some of the Gen 6 cars that Lionel made. So that's good. All right, so there's the hood of the car. Look at the nose. The nose of the car has been getting a lot of props online, I see. Apparently the noses have been really good. This nose looks pretty good. I can't really tell if the sticker for the light right here is out. Or not out, what am I saying? Is a little bit crooked. It's kind of hard to tell. But it really does look good. So everything on here looks really good. I don't really see too many flaws or anything. So here is the side of the car. You have Goodyear, NASCAR Cup Series. Then HendrickCars.com, you have the number 5. The wheels also look really good on these. Like, these wheels look really good, and they don't, like, slide around as much as, like, the Gen 6 wheels. So, like, even if, like, you push them up or try to move them, they don't really slide around as much, which is really good. Props to Lionel on that one. So these look really good. The wheels look great. The blue on this car just stands out so much. I can't tell if there's any paint chips or not. I think there might be one right there under the A. Yeah, it's a paint chip. Oh well. I don't really care about, the small stuff like that. It's whatever. You barely even see it anyway. I don't know what that is. That looks like it. Is that coming off? I don't know what that is. It's coming off, though. So you have the side right there, the KL for Kyle Larson up top. You have the Valvoline sticker. Everything on here is like portioned really well. Everything is where it should be. You have hiring technicians. Then go to the back. Number 5, HendrickCars.com Camaro. I saw a lot of people complaining that the spoiler is way too high, but it looks fine to me. I actually like a high spoiler better than a small one, like what we saw with the Toyotas in the Gen 6 era. So I prefer a high spoiler. That looks really good to me. Other side is pretty much identical to, yeah, both sides are pretty much identical to each other. So up top, you have the number 5, the hiring technicians. You got Larson on each side. The roof looks a lot smaller than the Gen 6. So hold on, I'm actually gonna pull up a Gen 6 car right here. This is Alex Bowman's. Actually, hold on, this thing's like kind of dusty. This is Alex Bowman's car that he ran last year for 2021, his Generation 6 car. So let's get a quick comparison. Here is the front of the car. You can tell this one is a tiny bit wider. It's a little bit wider. Not as boxy, which I really like. So here is the hood. Oh, I didn't even realize that, because usually, you know, in the back of these cars, there's not really anything, so you kind of just do that to show you the hood. But I forgot to even mention this. You have, I can't think of the name for these things right now. Why can I not think of them? You have the arrow things that go under the car. The rear diffuser, that's what it is. The rear diffuser that goes under the car, it looks really good. Doesn't take up too much room, and it looks very good. And also, under the car, you don't have all this stuff under here. You just have a plain black whatever they put on the car. So anyways, here is the nose of each of the cars. You can tell the next gen is a little bit wider, and also I believe it does look a little bit better, more on portion. Here is the sides of the car. You can tell the wheels look a lot different. I believe, yeah, the next gen car is a tiny bit shorter. You can kind of see it there. The next gen car is a little bit shorter than the Generation 6. And I believe in height, it's also not as tall, I want to say. Hold on. It's kind of hard for me to do this. Yeah, it's not as tall as the Gen 6, only by a little bit. So I'll put both of these down again. Let's take a look at the back of the car real quick. Yeah, see the spoiler is a lot taller, which I like. You have the rear diffuser, which looks really nice. And it's a lot more rounded off. You can see here, a lot more rounded off is the bumper of the car. There you go. A lot of differences on here. And just the body itself. Like, look at the rear tire. It's so much more rounded off, which I really do like. I think that is just a nice addition to the look of the next-gen cars, because these things look very clean. So, there's Kyle Larson's number 5. So next up, we have Kyle Larson's Hendrick Motorsports teammate and my favorite driver, William Byron, the number 24 Liberty University car. I actually talked to the guy at the hauler in Atlanta, and he told me that they have about 400 of the Exalta cars just sitting. They were supposed to go to Atlanta, but for some reason they only brought the Liberty University car. So this was the one I had to pick up. And I mean, I would have picked it up anyway. William is my favorite driver, so I normally pick up most of the cars that he runs. And I'm a fan of the scheme. I just don't really like the top of it, how it has like the 2 lines going down. But let's take a look at this car right here. I just dropped it. Okay, so not a good start to owning some of my next gen cars. But here's the hood right here. It always kind of bugged me how small the Liberty University logo is on this hood. But it's whatever. Again, you have the aero ducts. I think they're called decal. The nose of the car, it looks really good, just like the Kyle Larson car. It looks wide. The car looks mean. I really like the look of the noses of these cars. Let's take a look at this side. The wheels are a little bit different than the Kyle Larson car. They're a bit more silver-ish. I don't know. Yeah, the wheels are a bit more silver. You have the 24. It says Liberty. This camera will not focus. There we go. 24 Liberty on the side. The Exalta logo, HendrickCars.com, Valvoline, everything that you would see in real life. Take a look at the top. You just have the 24 Byron. This is Liberty on the back. Take a look at the rear of the car. Again, I give props to Lionel. Quality control in these cars have been really good. Again, you have the big spoiler, and then Liberty University, Camaro, Valvoline, all of that stuff. Other side of the car is pretty much identical. Everything that you saw on the previous side. And yeah, there's not really much to complain about. This is a really nice looking car. Here is the bottom of it. And yeah, this is a really nice car. Like, there's not much to complain about as far as Lionel's job. The scheme is meh. It's okay. Like, I still don't really like how the roof looks. And I wish that the Liberty University logo was a little bit bigger, but it's whatever. Lionel did a really good job with this one. Let's go to his Hendrick Motorsports teammate. The third car from Hendrick, Alex Bowman. I was just giving so much praise to Lionel, and then they have to give us this. Here's Alex Bowman's number 48 Ally Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. And this car, they really messed it up. Like, I don't know if you can see this well on camera, but that is not a white. That is more of a cream color, and it just looks, it just doesn't look right. Like, see, there's the front and everything, Ally, and all the decals. All the decals and everything looks fine. It's just the color looks really weird. Like, I don't know why it's not white. Instead, it's cream. Like, it looks really weird. As far as decals, they got everything right except for the coloring on this car. Like, here's William Byron's car. William Byron's car is white. You can really see the difference here. But, I mean, the car looks alright, I guess. I'm just not big on that. See, the wheels are also a little bit silver. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. I really like this car. Like, it looks alright, but, man, the coloring, like, they really messed up big time on that. But as far as all the decals, everything on this car, it looks pretty good. You see the nose of and the hood of the car. Side looks good. No real paint chips that I can see. Actually, I might be able to see one. Not too many paint chips, at least. Coloring looks fine, except for, you know, the white. Decals, everything looks good. There is the back of the car, rear diffuser, it looks good. Spoiler and everything, Camaro logo. Nothing really crooked. Yeah, this car looks really good, except for the coloring. I don't know how they messed that up so bad. But they did it, and I don't know how. But anyway, it's a fine looking car if you don't really mind that much. There's Alex Bowman's number 48 Ally Chevrolet. Okay, so now we are getting into some of the Fords. Here is the first Ford I have for you guys. Here is Austin Cindric's 2022. Why can't I talk right now? Discount tire Ford that he ran multiple times this season. This is the car that he won the Daytona 500 in. And the body of the Ford, like, it looks so nice. Like, the nose of the Ford and everything, it looks so wide. It just looks mean. Like, the Ford is probably my favorite next-gen car. Like, I just can't tell you. Like, the Ford looks so nice. Obviously, you have the rookie stripes on this car because it is Austin Cindric and his first year in the Cup Series. So, let's take a look at this car. You have discount tire on the hood here as it will focus. Here's the nose of the car. You have Ford Pennzoil. Again, all the stickers on this car look really good. They are all portionate correct. Like, they're all portionate correctly. They look very, very good. Like, props to Lionel. Here's the side of the car. All the decals look really good on this thing. C2, discount tire, Auto Trader, all that good stuff. Austin Cindric. Everything on this car. Like, I'm just amazed by how good of a job Lionel has done with the decals this year. Like, everything just looks so fortunate. Here's the other side, everything that you would see on the left side of the car as well. Then here is the back. You have the red spoiler. Again, I love the spoilers on these cars. Discount tire, Ford. Got the rookie stripes, the number 2. Here is the bottom of the car right here. And here you got the rear diffuser and everything. This car just, it really looks good. I love how the Fords look. And I'm actually going to compare this to Brad Keselowski's 2020 discount tire car. Pretty much the exact same paint scheme, just with the door number moved a little bit. So here you go. Here is the, actually I'll start off with the nose of the car. See the difference here if my camera will focus. See, it looks a lot different. The nose of the Mustang looks a lot different here. I really like the look of the next gen one better though. Next gen one definitely looks a lot sharper in my eyes. The hood is pretty much the same here. Take a look at the roof of the car. This is what I was saying earlier. The roof is a lot smaller. Like, the roof is a lot smaller, and same with the car. Like, you can see the length right here. Look at the back of the cars. It's a lot smaller, a lot more push forward, and I kind of like it. Less boxy. You can see here, yeah, the roof is a good amount smaller on the next gen car. Take a look at the deck lid and everything. You just see how much more curved it is for the next gen car. Take a look at the rear of the car. Now here you go. Obviously, I have the rear diffuser. There's the bottom, you know, the side of the car, the different tires. I really do like the next gen tires. I think they look great. Everything on this car is pretty much the same. So everything on this car is pretty much the same except for the numbers slid forward. The tires are a little bit different. And obviously the body of the car. So there's Austin Cindric's number 2 discount tire Ford. Let's move on to another Ford driver, just not from Team Penske. And next up is Kevin Harvick's number 4 Busch Beer Ford Mustang for Stewart-Haas Racing. So right off the bat, you can probably tell that this car is a little bit lopsided. Just look at that. Like, you can tell this side is definitely a lot higher than the other side. Like, it doesn't even like roll kind of correctly. So yeah, you can really see that this car is lopsided, and that's not Lionel's fault. That's actually kind of my fault, because my because this has Busch Beer on it. Obviously, it had like the plate on the bottom. My dumbass was bored on the ride home from Atlanta because it was a long drive, and I wanted to get this plate off, and I did not have anything on me. So you kind of see some of the marks right there. So my dumbass decided to try to rip it off at first, and I did rip it off, but it kind of fucked with the body. So now it's kind of off. I mean, the wheel kind of is like weird rolling, but if I were to do like a stop motion or something, it would look okay. Just like I can like press it back down and everything, but it just won't stay down. You see, like right here, like I can push this back in place, but it just won't stay. Same with like the wheel right here. I go push that back in place where it should be, but it won't stay. So I kind of ruined the car, but it's whatever. We're just gonna ignore that for now. So there you go. We got Busch Light on the hood right there. Forward, here's the nose of the car. Looks all right. Here's the side of the car. Don't mind the fucked up wheel. Number 4, you got Busch, Mobil 1, all that stuff. A lot of glitter on this car, and the glitter, they actually did it really good. It looks really nice. So here's the roof of the car. You got the 4 Mobil 1 Harvick. Go to the other side, pretty much identical to the other side. All the decals look pretty good on this. Here's the deck lid. This is Busch Light. Go to the rear of the car right here. You got the rear diffuser, Busch Light, Ford number 4. And this, my camera just like will not focus. There we go. So everything on this car actually looks pretty good, except for the fact that I absolutely fucked up the body. Like I can't push it back in place. Like, look at that. I'm gonna try to focus my camera. Like, look, I'll push it down. All right, hold up. I'll push it down. That's where it should be. Goes right back up. So yeah, I mean, if you look at this angle, it looks really weird. Like, look at that. That does not look right at all. I don't know. It's whatever. There's Kevin Harvick's number 4 Busch Light Ford. Okay, so here is another Ford, which I did not mess up the body on. Here's Ryan Blaney's number 12 Menards Ford Mustang for Team Penske. So I really do like the brightness on the Menards cars. I'll say that. And also I did not mess up the wheel well, which looks a lot better than the Kevin Harvick car. This car is bright, it pops, it's vibrant. You definitely notice it on track. This thing looks great. Basically, just had the exact same paint scheme from last year and moved the number forward. And you know what? I'm okay with it. It looks fine. So let's start off here with the hood of the car. Libman, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Libman, Libman, whatever. Cleaning since 1896. Here is the nose of the car. It looks really good, just like all the Mustangs and just like all the cars in this next gen wave. Side of the car, it looks pretty good. Here is the 12. You have the Team Penske. They have different wheels. They have like silverish wheels. So they got number 12 Goodyear on the wheel. Cup Series. All the little sponsors on the right there. I got the big Menards logo. All of Blaney's sponsors. Blaney has a lot of sponsors. 12, you got Snap-on the roof. Here's the deck lid, a lot of more sponsors. Advanced Auto Parts right there. Side pretty much looks the same as the other one. And let's check out the rear of the car. Number 12, Menards. You got the big spoiler, which I like. They got the Ford logo. Look at the bottom. Pretty much the same as every other car. Rear diffuser, again, looks really good on this car, as it does with all the cars. Not too big or anything, but yeah, this car does look really nice. So Lionel did a good job on this one, and thankfully I did not mess up the body. And here's the last Ford that I have, a driver I'm not too fond of. Here's Joey Logano's number 22 Auto Trader Ford for Team Penske. So this is actually a really nice looking car. I like the dark blue instead of, you know, like the orange, how they've had it the last couple years. The white accents around just look really nice. Not a fan of Joey Logano, but I really do like this car. It looked nice on track in Atlanta. So, good looking car. Props to the 22 team. And let's take a look at the hood of the car real quick. See, everything looks good. The Pennzoil logo is actually... I can't tell if the Pennzoil's off. I think the Ford and the Pennzoil logo is a little bit to the side. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit to the side, but it's not a bad job. It's not really noticeable. Look at the nose of the car. Or actually, it's not the Ford and the Pennzoil logo that's off-centered. It's actually the Mustang logo. That's a little bit far to the right side of your screen. So that's a little bit messed up. The nose of the car on this is a bit messed up. I mean, it doesn't look awful, but it's noticeable if you look at it very closely. So take a look at the side here. Goodyear 22, Auto Trader, all the good stuff, all the sponsors on the side. Everything just looks really good. Again, props to Lionel. The decals this generation look very good. The roof of the car is 22. And again, the other side is pretty much identical. I really do like the silver wheels. Those go really nice with the Penske cars. Take a look at the rear of the car. Again, you got the big spoiler, which I am a fan of. Auto Trader, 22, Ford, all the good stuff. The rear diffuser. Look at the bottom, pretty much saying the same thing for each car that's going up. But one of my favorite schemes from Joey Logano. So here's his number 22 Auto Trader Ford. And here's my boy from Jersey. You got Martin Truex Jr.'s number 19 Auto Owners Insurance car. This is an alright scheme. Like, it's a pretty decent one. This is the first Toyota that we have here. It's kind of cool how you have all like the boxes. It looks like, I don't know, it's like glitching or something. Kind of looks cool. It's alright. I like this scheme. He's ran other auto owners cars, which I've really liked a little bit more than this one, but this was the only one they had, and I figured, you know, why not? Let's pick it up. So here's the nose of the Toyota. Looks really good. Good job by Lionel. They did a good job on the Toyota nose. Hood of the car, A Auto Insurance. Looks really good. You have all the pixels there. On the roof, you got 19. Nothing really much. There's the deck lid of the car with all the sponsors that he has. Take a look at the side of the car now. 19 auto owners. I can't pronounce that for some reason. 19 auto owners insurance. See TRD in the bottom corner if my camera will focus. Bass Pro Shops, Reesers, DeWalt, all the sponsors. On the side, let's check out the other side here. My camera does not want to focus today. Pretty much identical. And here is the rear of the car. Toyota Camry, 19, Simple Human Sense. And you know, you got the diffuser, got the big spoiler. Again, I'm just saying the same stuff for all the cars. Really nice paint scheme. I really do like the blue on this car and everything, how there's different shades of it, how it contrasts with each other. Really looks nice. And I'm actually going to compare this to, I believe this is a 2021 car that he ran. So here you go. Not the same scheme, but they are both Toyotas. So let's compare. Shit, I keep dropping these. All right, let's compare. I can't focus the camera, dude. Like, I have to manually tap it to focus it. There's the front of the cars. Again, definitely a lot wider on the next-gen car. The side of the cars, see the wheels look a lot different. Dude, this damn camera, bro. The wheels of the cars, see the number, obviously slid forward on the next-gen car. A little bit smaller than the next-gen car is, which I don't really mind too much. The rear of the car, again, look how small that spoiler is on the Generation 6. Like, I really don't like that. I prefer the bigger spoiler. And let's take a look at the roof here. See, the roof on the Gen 6 is obviously a lot bigger than the next gen car. So that's pretty much all I have for Martin Truex Jr.'s car. So there's Martin Truex Jr.'s next gen Toyota Camry. So this is one of the cars I was more excited to pick up because of the numbers. Here's Christopher Bell's number 20 DeWalt Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. And right off the bat, I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. I don't know if the DeWalt is supposed to be so high on the hood. That looks really off. But I have no clue. Maybe it is. So here's actually I didn't even give you a 360. So here's the 360 of the car real quick. Obviously you have the chrome reflective numbers and everything. Looks pretty good. Wish they could have slid that DeWalt logo back a little bit, but it's whatever. So let's go again with the nose of the car. The nose looks fine, you know, pretty much the same as the Truex car. DeWalt, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that high up, but either way, it looks okay, I guess. Here is the hood. Obviously, you see the reflective number. Like, if I change the angle, you see my light right there. That's right above my camera. So obviously the reflective chrome number, it looks really good on the 164 cars. I'm so happy Lionel got this, and I'm so happy NASCAR allowed them to. There's the deck lid. It says DeWalt. And let's take a look at the side of the car here. Obviously, you have the reflective number. DeWalt, all of his sponsors. I wish the DeWalt logo was a little bit bigger, but it's whatever. It looks fine. Other side is pretty much identical, so not much of a difference there. Take a look at the rear of the car. I think that's a little bit slanted, the logo at the bottom. It's hard to tell, but either way, it looks okay. So Camry, DeWalt, Toyota, I got the 20, the backlights, the bigger spoiler, and obviously the rear diffuser and the bottom of the car. Looks identical to the other ones, and that's pretty much all I have for Christopher Bell's number 20 DeWalt car. Alright, so thank you all for watching this video. If you did enjoy and you are new to the channel, please remember to drop a like on the video and subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this episode or video or whatever the hell you want to call it. I can't talk today. I'm tired. I've made like 3 videos in one day. And hopefully the 4. No, hopefully it's not too noticeable. Go down. And it won't go down. Hopefully it's not too noticeable. And that's all I have for today. This is Real Talk Racing. I'll catch you guys later.